Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Trails Beyond the Horizon. Apologies for the late start. We've got people here. Hi, Millie. Bye, Millie. Today we were talking to all the people in Tharbad. Right.
Come out wherever you are.
It's difficult to imagine that Professor Hamilton would have come here last October. Even if she had made the trip, it would have been for the first time in years. People would have talked about it. I was investigating that troublesome drug from last year, specifically the plant used in the Orbal Shishas. I couldn't find any growing naturally outside of that cave, but I still managed to get a decent sample. I didn't think it was odd for the Institute of Science to pause their analysis. Looking back on it, it is strange that they didn't conduct a more thorough ecological investigation.
How about a shard search?
I get what Abdullah's trying to say, but progress is impossible without challenges. To say they aren't necessary at all is preposterous. Still, we're both old. All we can do is watch the young people overcome their own tribulations. For better or worse, it's up to them to carve out a new era. Society these days has a tendency to pursue novelty and convenience, even this space program thing. We're losing sight of what's important in the process. For what reason could we possibly need to go to space? People keep acting out of greed. They'll someday incur the divine wrath of Arusha.
How about a shard search?
Yeah, this is... It makes sense considering the directions they gave us. Sorry, what are we talking about? This is where Hina and Sarah live. Something they mentioned while they were in the hammam. Yep, they said we could drop by whenever we wanted. I see. Well, since we're already here, why don't we go ahead and say hello? That sounds like a fine idea. But I'm not sure they're back from the hammam yet.
Wait, am I hearing things or... It was you guys! I thought I heard your voices. Making good on our invitation, are you? Well, come on in!
Such a warm welcome. Thanks, Hina. I hope we're not a bother. Remember to behave yourselves, you two.
Please, there's no need to worry. Just make yourselves at home, all right? Sorry there's not much room. Oh, and why don't I make you all some cold drinks?
So tasty. You said it. But it's made with all sorts of fancy fruits and spices, huh? Whatever it is, definitely helps beat the heat. Man, this stuff's fantastic. Is it a homemade recipe? Yep. It's one of the Central East's classic summer staples, called Sharbat. My sister's the one who whipped all these up, but I can make them too. You actually used the recipe my mother taught me. They're a lifesaver when dancing in the hot summer heat. And see, families always got each other's backs one way or another, huh? If I recall correctly, your parents have passed away, right? When I was still just a little kid too. I don't really remember much about them, honestly, but Sarah's a different story. I'm just thankful I've managed to hold on tight to what they've passed down to me, even in spite of all we've gone through. But I couldn't have done that without Van and the rest of Arkwright Solutions. Oh, she's got it bad, huh? Yep, but you gotta admit, being in love's a good look on you. Just makes her all the more adorable. Shahina! Greg just has all the luck in the world, doesn't he? Don't know if I'd call it luck, really. His personality kinda just reels you in. Then he starts helping you with things and... Are you gonna finish that, Kevin? I'm still working on it. I had heard you two had been traveling for business recently, but your house is unexpectedly tidy. Did you perhaps hire a cleaning service of some sort? No way. Our neighbors just insist on house sitting for us while we're gone. They've really done a lot for us over the years. We always gotta bring back a bunch of souvenirs to repay them. But it's always fun picking out something for them. Living here truly is wonderful. It's home, in all the ways you can imagine. Guess that means that homecoming show of yours is gonna be a real sensation then. You bet, we're gonna give it the best we've got. I wish Fairy, Agnes, and Van could come see it too, though. That would be nice, having Judith and everyone else there. Perhaps even the Professor as well. Huh? By the Professor, do you mean... Alrighty then. We shouldn't overstay our welcome now, should we? Come on, time to pack it up, kiddos. After all, we've got to let these two get to practicing for their big show. You'll be rehearsing later, right? Oh, yep, right by the Oasis. It won't be a proper performance, of course, but if you're interested, you're more than welcome to watch. Plus, knowing that friends of Van's are in attendance will give us just the push we need to perfect our routines. Got it. We'll definitely be there then. Take care of yourselves, you two. The temperature is expected to rise in the afternoon. Hey, Rapscallion. Why did you pull us out of there? I think we stumbled into information on his target. That's right. We can't just go diving into that info without a plan now, can we? On a separate note, you two have been through Arkwright Solutions case files, right? Ever find anything that could connect the sisters to a person of interest? No, we didn't. All we know is that Van and the others helped them out deal with the incident here in Tharbad, while she went to the east after the incident in Basel. Additionally, however, during the anomaly which occurred in Edith last December, Sarah and Shahina were said to have been in the capital, meaning they very well may have had the chance to establish a bond with your target. Though I suppose they could have met during the events that you and Swin were involved in as well. Putting aside how you just happened to know all that, I'm not really seeing any solid connections, Onionada. That must mean we're missing a piece of the puzzle, then. A piece that even Van and the others are unaware of. And I believe the answers may lie with Dingo. Sounds about right, though I'm gonna argue that our main concern at the moment should be the presence of the princess. No use jumping the gun just yet. Let's just go watch the girls' practice performance, and after, we can start looking into things. Awfully cunning of you. Roger Dodger. But you know, Kevin, I'm starting to get the feeling this villain bit of yours isn't really an act after all. You got me. Kevin? Cunning? I'd say that describes you far more than it does him, Rufus. Yes, well, though my cunning is born from my inherently wicked nature, I'm not quite so sure Kevin's as heartless as he portrays himself to be. Kevin's a good dude. Just a dumbass. Thanks for coming to see our performance last night. It's a little embarrassing though. No, it was great. The girls that danced after you were pretty cool too. They were cool too. Your dancing is definitely an art, Sarah. It's easy to see why Arkansas wants to collaborate with you. Oh, please, I'm still in training. That look on your face says it all. I really hope a certain someone could watch me dance in that costume. No way, don't be silly. Damn, Arkwright. He'll toy with anyone. At least he can't be as bad as Rean. Remember Vansgroup? Barry started wearing summer clothes and even let her hair grow out a little. Yeah, I just saw her recently. Yeah, she looked cute. Barry's always been pretty, but now she's showing off her girly side. She's just 14 now. I bet she'll be a real beauty when she grows up. Yeah, but I'm not gonna let her beat me. Let's both do our best, Nadia, so we can reach Agnes's level. That hurdle might be too high. Good grief. You like Nadia just the way she is, right? I guess. You're still growing too, aren't you? Count on it. Fatih. You're Fatih, right? We saw your request on the bulletin board earlier. I knew you'd come. None of you are the Spriggan, though, are you? I assume you folks are taking on 4 SPGs in his place? Well, so you knew we weren't him and you still asked for help? Don't tell me. Do you know us? Not at all. But after taking a little look at what's been going on behind the scenes for these past few days, I had a hunch. Finding that a man of the church is at the center of it all was a bit of a surprise, though, I'll admit. And that gentleman over there. Well, it's probably best not to touch on that one, is it? Your discretion is much appreciated. So this request was about finding the location of some guy's treasure, right? What exactly do you get out of asking us to do something like that? All I say for now is that I believe you all have the capabilities necessary to obtain this treasure. What's important is whether or not you all intend to follow through on this opportunity. So, what will you do? I mean, I'm curious and all, but... Yes, 4 SPG accepted. Now let's get a hunting. Hey, hold on a sec, will you? I'm kind of curious myself, actually. After all, a chance like this doesn't come every day, right? And if all goes well, we might even be able to make back all of Rufus's money. Well, I wouldn't be so sure of that. But I suppose there's no harm in taking gambles every once in a blue moon, right? Alright, fine. We'll accept the request. We'll look for this Aaron's guy's treasure, or whatever it is. I knew you'd come around. So what kind of person was Aaron's? Yeah, don't think I've ever heard of him before. Definitely not someone we learnt about at Aramis. But judging from his name, I'm guessing he wasn't Central Eastern? I've heard of the man once or twice myself, and if I recall correctly, he was half Calvardian, half Elsani. I believe there's an old anecdote about his exploits in Tharbad. It claims he fought against a family who ruled the city with an iron fist. Indeed, though Arons was half Central Eastern, he was also a soldier of the Kingdom of Calvad. So when he was dispatched to a location just outside Tharbad, he witnessed firsthand the cruelty wrought by the most prominent family in the region. Yeah, heard a bit about that when I was doing some research on the city. It was this independent lord, apparently, who owned a piece of land stretching from Tharbad all the way to western Elsine. Got away with a lot of crap because of his connections in both countries. Yes. Of course, Aaron's lodged complaints about the lord's behavior to both the army and the kingdom, but he was unfortunately silenced. However, he had grown to care deeply for the people of Tharbad, and had even taken a lover in the city. So to do right by them, he quit the army and took up arms against the family, knowing do so would have him marked as a traitor and a thief. And eventually, the family was overthrown, forcing Calvad and Elsang off their proverbial behinds to re-examine the governance of the region. I see. Then this treasure is something he stole from the family. It's a strong possibility. You see, though the majority of the riches they acquired through their exploitation had been returned to their rightful owners, the wealth of the family gained by way of tolls and managing mines was also quite considerable. People believe Arons may have hidden that wealth for his future descendants. But oh boy, is this exciting or what? So you gonna give us a hint on to where the treasure is, right? Well, the only hint I have for you is this map. You'll have to use the cipher written on it to find the location on your own. You know, I'd make a comment about how cliche this all is, but this might actually be a good chance to test your skills a bit. Solve the mystery and find the treasure left behind by a legendary thief. It's almost like we're in a movie. Could do without the whole wild goose chase thing though. Yeah, but that's what makes it fun. Plus, searching for it ourselves will give us what they call a sense of accomplishment. Well, the rest is up to you, my friends. Remember to keep your wits about you though. After all, you aren't the only ones with a hankering for treasure. Ooh, so you're saying we could have competition, huh? No way we're losing now. That's the spirit. Now, if you'll excuse me, may Arusha grant you guidance. His intentions still have you suspicious, do they? You got that right. Wait, why did he give this task to us instead of looking for the treasure himself? Plus, there was that whole thing about him doing his research before putting up his request. That said, it's not like I sensed any malice from the guy, but I don't know. Maybe he's just hard to read. Certainly possible, I suppose. But for the moment I believe we will have to advance the investigation to learn what his true motives are. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. Right.
Let's wrap this up quickly.
So what's this a map of? Can't really tell, to be honest, but I do see that cipher he was talking about. Judging from the topography and the orientation of the area in relation to Tharbad, I imagine it's likely somewhere in the Sand Sea. Maps from 100 years ago aren't really like the ones we use today, though. The symbols they used were different back then. Topography changes over the years, too. That'd be pretty hard to find the treasure with just this to go off of. So we're gonna be taking a shot in the dark here, huh? Even with the map. Now let's see. It says the first clue is hidden at the feet of the twins who support one another. Twins who support one another? What could that possibly mean? Well, whatever it is, it's unlikely to be man-made, given the nature of the Sand Sea during that era. However, if this cipher was intended for use by future generations, I doubt it's anything prone to change or decay either. But maybe we should be looking for stuff that's more hardy, like rocks or something. This forest by J sure ain't gonna be a stroll down easy street, huh? Why don't we just head out to the dunes for now? Onward to treasure galore. Professor Hamilton's been to Tharbad several times. He came 20 years ago when the Hale Oasis was drying up, and she's been checking in on Tharbad recently, offering inspections and technical help. She stops by at this temple too. She's always been deeply faithful and dedicated. The way she lives her life is a lot like those of the clergy in some respects. The city's even livelier today. You can tell people's spirits are lifted. I don't really understand the pros and cons of the space program, but if it turns out to be a momentous day, then I'll offer a prayer of thanks to Arusha. This world's water and land, the sun and even our destiny, all of them are blessings from the goddess.
Come out wherever you are.
The locals are still going on about how the oasis dried up 20 years ago. Apparently, it hasn't dried up since, thanks to Professor Hamilton's construction. I remember people being surprised it only took a dozen or so engineers. Can't say I know the details, but they must have used some incredible technology.
Let's go for another.
Let's do a search.
Let's give this a whirl.
It's the rainy season in Tharbad right now, so of course we're getting rain. But it's no sandstorm. But it's not sandstorm season. What's up with that? It should have died down when the rain started. I was gonna lead a tour of the dunes, but it sounds like the sandstorm is real bad. Should I call it off? If I cancel, it'll be a real hit to our finances. If only there was something special I could take them to instead.
The launch succeeds. What comes next?
Hello there. We've got space program merchandise for sale. According to the government, this program is nearly at its climax. It's hard to not be over the moon.
Looks like a nice place to fish.
Let's give this a whirl.
I heard some dancers will be performing here later. Apparently they were in some movies. I'm learning ballet, so I know a little bit about dancing. I wonder what traditional Central Eastern dance is like. I can't wait to find out. Central Eastern dancing, huh? I came with Mina to see it, but I don't know. I don't really understand the culture behind that stuff. Same with ballet. Would I even get it if I saw it? Probably. The Central Eastern dance, huh? Apparently it's completely different from Eastern styles. I'm looking forward to it. It truly expresses the region's climate and history. Even if the subject matter is similar, the vibe is totally different, you know? Just like cooking. It seems that way. But it's especially convincing when you say it, Meishi. You said something a bit similar about Central Eastern cuisine too. But even if the ingredients are the same, the use of spices alone changes it completely from Eastern cuisine, from Eastern cooking. Sorry, I can get a little carried away. But isn't it interesting? The way their individual environments foster differences? Certainly, but it can be frustrating. Unlike cooking or dancing, my line of work doesn't have a clean corollary in the Central East. Really? There must be something if you look for it. We just toured the city's culinary hotspots, and I've got to say, Meishin's knowledge of cooking is something else. She's been studying the differences between Eastern and Central Eastern spices to find out what makes them so good. It was quite a bit of fun. Perhaps we should have another bite. We might have a little time before the performance. I'm but a layman in the realm of dance, but even so, I feel as if I can sense the culture it's cultivated. It's hard to say without having seen it, but I am looking forward to the show. Don't need to do basketball. Next stop, the underground waterway. Boom, 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 boom. One thing I will do.
I'll work my magic. Skill set check.
Looking to adjust your ordnance? Skill set updated.
I'll work my magic. Skill set check.
You may leave this to me. That's a single element slot. New shark skill available. to adjust your...
Of course! That's a single element slot. Your skills have been updated.
Let's go.
Engage at a safe distance.
No mercy.
Charge attack is on hand.
Open wide. Open. Down they go. Open. Open wide. Don't try.
I'm glad I could be of assistance.
Let's go all the way to the depths.
Trifling.
Come out wherever you are.
Shall we search? Let's give this a whirl.
This one looks tough. Keep your guard up.
Try using arts. They should prove effective.
How about a shard search?
Engage at a safe distance.
All right, let's rip. Yikes. Old mess.
Charge attack is on hand.
Down they go. Give it up. Open wide. Bam!
See what the spears upper and lower look like.
Seals of mine, conflicting from the abyss. Fly, holy spears of space. Pierce, unholy spears of time. By your opposing natures. Bring ruin to all!
Boost gauge augmented.
Holy shit.
You want to see what I can really do? There you go.
More of the same next time, Kevin. There's quite a lot
Let's
of
give
fish
this a
here.
whirl. Let's give this a whirl. Let's give this a whirl.
Let's do a search.
Let's give this a whirl. Let's give this a whirl.
Shall we search?
Let's give this a whirl. Let's give this a whirl.
Let's do a search.
Let's give this a whirl. Let's give this a whirl.
Try using arts. They should prove effective.
Hang it up!
Keep your guard up.
You have my support. Charge attack is on hand.
CO6 activate! Open wide! Hang it up! Bam! Better Clench up, gang! Open wide! Warning, all prepped up. Got the drop on. Down they go. Take it away!
Say that again.
Your go, Rufus! Give it your best shot.
Dang it.
The boost gauge limit has been raised. Boost gauge limit removed.
I follow.
Okay.
Nice. Flying high.
Acceptable.
Let's do a search.
Let's give this a whirl. Let's give this a whirl.
And what are we catching?
Here it comes. Looks good to me. Ha! Ooh, here it comes. That's the way it goes.
Okay.
Operating at full capacity.
Um. Another one, and another one. Upgrade everybody's weapons. Upgrade everything that we can.
You may leave this to me. Your skills have changed. That's a single element.
I'll work my magic. That's a single element slot. Skill set changed. Skill set changed. That's a single element slot. Skill set changed.
Looking to adjust your ordnance? Skill set updated. Skill set updated. That's a single element slot. Skills? Of course. You may rely on me. Oh my. A new skill has emerged.
Let's go.
You got a hard nut to crack. I'll get you for that.
Oh boy.
Activating Sharp Command.
Press A.
Does it?
Give it your best shot.
Initiating drive.
Don't jump the gun, yeah?
Keep it up, Nadia! Blow for blow.
Ready to throw down? Adios above. There! I'm ready.
Million!
Blow for blow.
Right behind you!
Activating Sharp Command.
Press A.
Million!
And
Give it your best shot.
Energy output maximum. Activating skill.
You're mine.
Let's do this!
Activating skill.
You're mine.
Just in time!
Activating skill. Boost gauge limit removed.
Blow for blow. Blow for blow.
Now I'm mad!
Activating Sharp Command.
Press A.
Million!
Blow for blow. Blow for blow.
Hello, me!
Show us your parameters, please.
give me 1 sec. I just need to check something.
Easy does it.
Stay on guard.
Don't jump the gun, yeah?
Easy does it.
guard.
Don't jump the gun, yeah?
Does it?
Stay on guard.
Don't jump the gun, yeah?
Does it?
And I'm back.
Stay on guard.
Actuating! Victory's in our... In I go.
Activating Sharp Command.
Aggressive.
Million. Got this in the bag.
Give it your best
Activating
shot.
skill.
I won't let this chance slip.
Activating skill. The boost gauge limit has been raised.
Blow for blow.
I'll get you for that. Give it up. Here we go.
Activating Sharp Command.
Aggressive.
Million.
Doing good.
Let's get serious. Here we go.
Allow me.
Spear and lower.
Boost gauge augmented.
Got this in the bag.
We're doing good.
I follow.
Blow for blow. Blow for blow.
Sorry.
This is bad.
Is this my limit? That's quicker on most. I'm calling it here.
Activating Sharp Command.
Thanks, A.
It's kind of audio breakup.
Thanks a million.
Still ain't done.
Let's reactivate shield surge.
Thanks a million.
My gratitude.
By a thread.
Allow me. Boost gauge augmented.
So sad. I'm sorry, Chris.
Damn it.
Some recovery. Actuating. I know. We're not through yet.
This'll clinch it. Relax.
Aggressive.
blow. Blow for blow.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry.
I'll get you for that. I'm calling it here. There.
I agree.
Million.
Here we go.
Doesn't. Allow me. I'll exploit that.
Your go, Rufus.
POC in operation.
Doing
Allow
good.
me.
Do that.
Boost gauge
Not through
augmented.
yet.
Activating skill.
Too slow.
Here I go.
Activating skill.
Wide open.
Here I go.
The boost gauge limit has been raised.
Okay. Shield surge.
Let's see. Don't jump the gun.
Activating skill.
On guard.
Keep it up, Nadia.
I know all there is to know.
Give it your best shot.
Cypher activate. Sorry.
My limit. Botch that one.
Let's try again.
I'll get you for that. Sacred seal of mine. Empower me. Here we go.
Allow me.
Wide open.
Okay.
POC in operation.
We're not through yet.
Activating skill.
I'll exploit that.
Swim.
Your time's up.
Activating skill.
On guard.
Let's do this.
On guard.
Let's do this.
Boost
Keep
gauge
it up,
limit
Nadia.
removed.
Activating sharp command.
Million. Cypher activate.
Blow for blow. Blow for blow. Blow for blow. Blow for blow.
Now I'm mad.
That range is stupid.
Certain arts will be more potent.
Blow for blow.
I won't let this chance slip.
Activating. The boost gauge limit has been raised.
I'll get you for that.
Okay.
Apologies for invading your privacy.
I'm calling it here. I know you. Here we go. Helios above. Fuck up, pal.
My gratitude.
It's a million! Here we go! Here's the kicker!
Activating Shark
Finish
Command.
that.
It's a million!
Give it your best shot.
One more time!
Blow for blow.
What is the damage up?
I need to heal.
Pace yourself. Hang tight.
Time. Let's do this.
Activating skill.
On guard.
Blow for blow.
I'll catch you for that.
Allow me. Boost gauge augmented.
Blow for blow.
Now I'm mad!
Allow. Boost gauge limiter removed.
Blow for blow.
Okay, that's not good.
Is this my limit? By a friend.
Activating Shark Command.
Thanks,
It's a
Eddie.
million!
I'm calling it here.
Okay. Let's get those back in.
My gratitude.
Here we go.
I owe you.
Here we go.
Allow me.
Down they go.
Boost gauge augmented.
Okay, one down.
I won't show any mercy.
Hang tight.
Activating skill.
Press it.
Keep it up. Search. Not done.
Activating skill.
Act fast. Search. Blow for blow.
Oops.
If it's a fight you want,
Actuating.
Activating Shark Command.
Press it.
Million!
Activating skill.
Now.
Got it.
We're not through yet.
Blow for blow.
Good.
What to do?
Preparations are complete. Allow me.
Here we go!
Allow me.
I follow.
Here we go!
Allow.
Right there. That's two.
I believe in you, Ash!
Don't jump the gun, yeah?
Activating skill.
Blow for blow.
Act quick or I'm hosed.
Activating Sharp Command.
That's it. I'm calling it here. I have your plate covered.
More breath.
Adios above.
There.
My gratitude.
Let's do this.
If it's a fight you want,
Activating skill.
On for the road. I'll get you for that. Down they go. I follow. Counting on you, Swin.
COC, activate.
Activating skill.
Food.
Keep it up. Not done.
Dang it.
Activating skill.
Keep it up, Nadia.
Activating Sharp Command.
That's it.
Initiating drive.
Blow for blow.
Okay.
are you prepared?
Don't jump in here, yeah. You're mine.
For the action!
We're not through yet.
Activating skill.
On for the road.
Here I go.
Activating.
Blow for blow.
Yeah!
Good chance.
Activating Sharp Command.
That's it. Buck up, pal.
Do that.
My gratitude.
Blow for blow. I won't show any mercy. Ta!
Right behind you! Here goes!
We've only got it down to below 100,000 now.
Now I'm mad! Yeah!
Thanks a heap.
Okay!
Let's swing back up.
I don't. Is this my limit?
Now I'm mad! Yeah!
My gratitude.
I believe in you, S!
Activating Sharp Command.
That's it.
Energy output maximum. Activating skill.
I follow.
Not done.
I'll exploit that!
Blow for blow.
I'll get you for that.
Apologies for invading your privacy.
Stay on guard.
Activating Sharp Command.
That's it.
Allow me.
Blow for blow.
If it's a fight you want,
Activating Sharp Command.
That's it.
Activating skill.
Blow for blow.
So sad!
Not good. I need to heal.
you're in jeopardy. Remain calm and act
Ta.
accordingly.
Let's do this.
Activate.
Press
Right
F1.
behind you!
Activating Sharp Command.
That's it.
Cypher activate!
Blow for blow.
I'll get you for that.
Allow your fullest mount.
Here we go.
You can go to the bin. Do it again.
Oh yeah! Nadia!
Blow for blow.
If it's a fight you want,
Activating sharp command.
Ryan!
are you prepared?
Activating skill.
Wide open.
Good.
We're not through yet.
Activating skill.
Wide open.
Last one.
In I go.
Activating skill.
You would challenge a nameless rogue.
Victory or nothing!
So be it. Let the duel commence.
Blow for blow.
Now I'm mad! Yeah!
Blow for blow. You're stunned.
Right behind you!
Activating skill.
And be obliterated. Oh, that's challenging.
Seems about right.
This group isn't even at the strongest.
I'm on the up and up!
Are further heights still in my reach? Check that one off the list.
Money for our coffers!
Good.
Let's do a search.
Let's give this a whirl.
Come out wherever you are!
Better than ever.
Alright. Let's go find the bombs. 'Cause that's some easy XP. Easy Sepith. Just need to remember where they were. I'm gonna ignore everything else.
Engage at a safe distance.
Careful, there's a whole swarm of them.
Looks like a tough customer. Go get him, everyone! Alrighty.
Yeah, this way. Now I'm going this way. Dang it.
Try using arts. They should prove effective.
No problems. Okay. What's the titanium charm? Pretty good. Alright, now to the entertainment district. Oh, kitty cat.
Huh? This crowd wasn't here earlier.
Oh? Is that who I think it is?
Ladies and gentlemen! In anticipation of its release next month, the film Perfect Driver Zero is now holding a collaboration with Maximum Energy! And to speak on this collaboration, we have here today the stars themselves, Maxim and Aslan!
Hello, my angels! I've been looking forward to seeing you all today.
It's an honor to be here. I hope you guys are as excited as I am.
You guys must be exhausted. Maxim, you're amazing, Aslan. Now then, to start us off, we'll be handing out samples of Maximum Energy. Also available today are handshakes, convos, photos, and hugs with your favorite racing champions. And remember, with them, there are no limits. May all our fans enjoy themselves today, to the maximum. What? No limits? Nobody said there'd be no limits. Oh, don't worry, your manager's already given us the okay. That's not the problem here. I'm a little surprised myself, but come on, Maxim, let's do it for the fans. You're just going along with this? He's trying to be a proper family man. Oh my gosh, Maxim, sign my sleeve, please. Alright, guess that's not so bad. To the success of Perfect Driver Zero and Maximum Energy is counting on you, my angel. I'll make sure to cheer you on at your next race, Aslan. Thanks, that really means a lot. I'll prove once and for all that I can and will win the Grand Prix. Make sure to come by the circuit when you have time, alright? Yes, it's Maxim and Aslan, I swear. They even said we could hug them. Nuh-uh. I'm like their biggest fan. I'm on my... Huh? Hey, can you hear me? Yeah, this thing's really been acting up lately. And I just got the newest model too. Huh. Squee! Me next, me next. Settle down. There's still plenty of me to go around, and samples too, of course. Don't you think all this flirting you're doing is a little unfair to Paulette? But you were trying to get back together with her. You're those kids from Vance. Oh, you guys friends? Friends is a strong word. No, I know. You're the dorkwad with the hot rod. Hello, Maxim. Dorkwad? So, remind me who you are again. Oh, that's right. I guess I only ever saw you when I was in my fairy form, huh? Well, don't worry about it. It's kind of a long story. You can't just drop that on me and not explain. Can I shake your hand, Maxim? Anyway, sorry to cut this short, but I'm a little busy at the moment. I can give you a quick autograph if you want. I'll even throw in a free smooch mark, as a courtesy to the Friends of Arkwright Solutions. I think we're good, actually. You sure? Could probably make a fortune off it if we wanted to. No, Nadia. Done now, children. Time to leave the man be. The champion of the Z1 Grand Prix and its runner-up. I thought I'd heard their names before. Damn, being a celebrity looks like a living hell. Surprised to hear you guys know each other, to be honest. One of Van's acquaintances introduced us back in the spring. It's so much fun bullying the guy. He's so easy to rile up. Oh, and there's this whole deal with the mom and daughter duo from Monmart too. Monmart's the bistro right below Arkwright's, right? That must make for an interesting living situation. Yeah, I'd love to check out Edith myself someday. Yeah, I want to see the Z1 in person. You should come along too, Rufus. Hey Julian, enjoy your luck. Perhaps. I suppose a trip to the capital would give us a chance to settle our debt with Arkwright.
Hey, Kevin. Doing your rounds for today's investigation, huh?
Jack and Al?
Yep. Got everything you asked for. Meet us by the station entrance, alright? We'll chat there.
Nice. We'll head over in a few. Must be about the stuff you asked for yesterday. Shall we then? Yeah, there's no rush. The way I see it, we got plenty of time to spare. Additional connection events are now available in Kevin's route. Alright, who will we got?
Oh? What will you do from here?
Hidden Weapon versus Heretic Hunter. Swim and basketball. And a little thing for the picnic in front. We've got choices. Alright, so how do we want to go about this? There. Start at the parking lot, make our way around, go to the mall and casino, then straight across to the specialty store, and back out. Go here, stop in Vegas Films, then head out to the Altamira.
Shall we search?
We've had a lot of sandstorms this year, but this one was particularly awful. Just this morning they had to pull out a car to prevent it from being buried. You guys are heading out into the dunes. Be careful, alright? Seriously. Maxim seems to have gotten some of his spark back after coming here. It was strange seeing him so obsessed with last night's race. But in the end it was just an exhibition. I've got to prepare for the Z1 final selection and not get cocky. Be sure to give Maximum Energy a try. After this, we'll be hosting a second event at a separate location. We'd love for you to join us. Give Maximum Energy a try today. Today is a day of no limits. Follow your heart and do what you want to. We'll be moving venues after this, so today's event still has lots of excitement in store. And we'll be concluding the festivities with an advanced screening, so don't go anywhere. I'll give you all a little gift for coming. It's explosively effective, so give it a try. Ooh, looks like there's a lot of caffeine and other stuff in it. I don't doubt it's effective. But be careful not to drink too much. If you like it, then by all means buy some.
Take a look at our wares. Sold
Thank you, my angels. Hugs it. Well, please feel free to ask for a handshake with your autograph. Squee! It's not going to be easy to talk to him like this. Let's leave him to it for now. This might help distract me from last night's loss. But I can't let myself get discouraged. Promise we'll talk when I get back. Juicy energy drink. Now you've got my attention. It would be nice if I could share it with others while enjoying the event. You know, the saleswoman even gave me a can. It goes great with meat. We call that a win-win. Let's talk to those two. Last night's Z1 race was truly a spectacle, wasn't it? You mean to tell me that even amateurs can participate in the GR Championship? D, sign me up right now. I want to compete with everything I have. Now that he's obsessed with his teeth, and he's not worried about going to Longley anymore. But this new problem at hand. You and me. You know, I think I heard a Z1 related event is being held right here in Tharbad. Perhaps I can take him there later. It should offer at least a little amusement. Imagine my surprise when that dancer showed up at the nightclub yesterday. She had me completely bewitched. It was like nothing I'd ever seen before. Is this what they mean when they say I've died and gone to heaven? Wait, this is no time to be spacing out. I've got to find out when her next performance is. Thanks to all of the space fever, a lot of counterfeit matches hit the markets. But they're not valuable enough to be good business. Which is why I can't be bothered. Me, it's brand name counterfeits or bust. That's not cool at all, you know? Yeah, it's not classy at all. You ladies sure are harsh. Jeez, you ladies sure are harsh. Counterfeits are a staple of any good tourist destination. Maybe I should stock up on some honest goods. Only as long as it's profitable for me, of course. Things were so exciting at Club Lelouch last night. Sarah used to be the most popular dancer, you know. Gosh, I couldn't be happier to see her again. I know she was just a special guest, but I hope she'll be back to perform again in the future.
Sharing meals together is quite nice. Shall we search?
I keep it a secret from my wife, but here I am. I wanted to experience this casino just this once. Though I admit the size of the wages is so big that I hesitate to play anything other than the slot machines. Tomorrow is do or die for the entire Republic. It's all our customers can talk about. Naturally, the wages are liable to increase, though self-restraint is often necessary when gambling. Please enjoy responsibly. Seems like even in Tharbad, most people are expecting tomorrow's launch to be a success. It's hard to doubt the talent of the developers, but it's even harder to imagine President Gramhart failing. He's not as flashy as the Blood and Iron Chancellor, but he's an exceptionally capable man without a doubt. I wonder if Bermotti's doing well in the capital. He's pretty famous in our industry. Heck, he even got second place in last year's competition. I've actually learned a lot from watching his technique.
Allow me to assist.
Sous chef
I hope to see you again.
raisin potato
Try.
salad.
Don't expect much.
You can get up to all sorts of mischief at the Moulin. Just try not to go overboard, alright? It's not like the customer has ill intentions. How do I deal with something like this? It's tough. Crap. I got a little carried away and lost a bunch of big bets. Oh, what the heck. It's only 10 million, Mira. I'll win it back in one hand. I feel like Mr. Murad said that already. It should be easy money. I just hope Arisha doesn't give up on him altogether. What am I going to do if I don't figure out how to deal with this quickly yet? Please excuse me. It's rude to say in front of guests. I hope you'll enjoy your time here at our casino.
I can exchange your tokens for prizes. Thank you very much.
Oh? What will you do from here? You're so thoughtful, Rufus.
All right.
Our vehicle got engulfed in the sandstorm this morning. It was a whole thing. Apparently the weather forecast was wrong. Guess we still can't count on it, right? Huh? Do you think we could improve the accuracy of forecasts if we observed weather from space?
Welcome.
We need a lot more quartz. Any plugins? No.
Thank you very much. Welcome. Thank you very much.
Shall we search?
Accessing your schedule.
Thank you, Nadia.
Elsem has a style of court fencing that's been passed down since ancient times. It's said to be an incredibly fluid and elegant technique used with shamshirs. Oh, how I'd love the chance to see it with my own eyes.
How can I help you? Please come again.
Maybe I'll give these
Hey there.
films a
Good to
shot.
have you.
Rich Melfita and the Daily Farbad #2.
Until next.
Business has been good since I didn't let this space boom pass me by. We're selling merch, travel guides for Central Eastern travelers, and even horoscopes. The Central East has been called the birthplace of astronomy, so people are always interested in the region. I'm going to do my best to keep up with the trends and do what I can to do business on a larger scale.
Accessing your schedule.
I owe you. Appreciate it.
Yay.
Thank you, Lapis.
Let's go watch a movie. We can watch
Welcome.
2 movies.
Come on.
What do we got? Golden Blood, Gloria, Dawn of the... Ooh, we can watch those two. Gloria. Sheena Dirk was the leader of the Calvadian Revolution and the cornerstone of the newly founded Calvad Republic. Despite her youth, Dirk commanded the attention of the nation. Her unyielding patriotism resonated with the citizens of every class and background. She quickly rose to fame alongside her comrades, Atkinson, a former general of the Royal Army, Auguste, a philosopher, and Aramis, an artist. Together, these four heroes weaved their way through the tumult of their time, all while carving a path for a better tomorrow. Their efforts culminated in the Battle of Edith, igniting the flames of the Calvadian Revolution. May 1100 of the Septian calendar, 5 minutes before the start of the Battle of Edith.
My body won't stop shaking. I thought I made my peace with death long ago, but I guess I haven't. And even now, I'm racked with doubt. Can we really change the history of an entire country?
Of course we can, Sheena. The victors are free to write the history books however they please. Once we toss out the tomes of the ancient regime, we'll write a new history. One that is centered on the people of this country.
You're right as always. Victory is our only path forward.
The Revolutionary Army is now at your beck and call. They're awaiting your orders, Commander Dirk.
It's time for the dawn of a new era for our homeland. Let us seize the future with our own hands!
Admittedly, I've been rather curious about this movie for some time. I'm glad I had the opportunity to watch it. Really? That's kinda surprising. Seeing as I was once a noble, I hardly should be. I was intrigued by the notion of witnessing the displacement of nobilities in other countries from an objective standpoint. To that end, I have many thoughts on the matter, but voicing them here would be inappropriate. That's why you wanted to see it? Seriously? In any case, it's interesting that the subject matter can be interpreted differently depending on where you grew up and what your social standing is. Speaking personally, I thought it was a helpful tool for learning about this country's background. Though, to be honest, I had some qualms with Auguste. Seriously, he was a huge wet blanket in every scene he was in. So what did you think of the movie, LP? If I were to put it into words, I feel like it helped me realize again that human history is the culmination of willpower. I used to think of history as a series of chronological data points, but this film makes it feel so alive. Characters felt like real breathing people, and I could sense their willpower through the performances. Gotcha. So it feels authentic even to a product of a singularity. Well, even my view of history changed a bit as I got older, so I get how you feel. Yeah, even if it is a dramatization, I think there's some merit in seeing real historical events presented in such a lifelike way. And Nina's acting made it feel even more realistic. It was an impressive feature, that much is for certain. Oh hey, they're selling commemorative brochures for the movie. Let's purchase the brochure, and now we go watch the other movie. Films have really taken off in recent years, with Elsheim at the center of it all. People really have been eating up the novelty. They aim to be at the industry's forefront by showing only the highest quality films.
Welcome! Come on!
Wolves Requiem, another Nina movie. Ron, a young officer of the law, is hot on the heels of a gang he once had ties to. While pursuing the case, he meets a girl named Michelle. She is freed from the clutches of the gang, but they saddled her with an insurmountable debt, with little hope of paying it off. Ron takes it upon himself to look after the girl. He begins to develop feelings for the young officer. Before she can act on it, however, the gang finds her and snatches her away once again. Fueled by the fires of rage, Ron rushes into their hideout and engages the gangsters in a gunfight. He emerges victorious by the skin of his teeth. He rescues Michelle from her captivity, and the two embrace each other at last, overjoyed to have made it out alive. And it was at that moment when one of the fallen gangsters lifted his quivering hand and pulled the trigger.
Michelle, hold on!
Ron!
Oh.
Are you all right? You're not hurt, are you?
I'm fine, see? Not a single scratch on me.
Thank goodness. I fulfilled my promise then. You remember it, right? You're always protecting everyone. So one day, I'll be the one who protects you.
Of course I remember. Save your strength, Michelle. Help will arrive at any moment. Hey, over here! I need a medic now!
Ron, your arms are so warm when you hold me like this. My fear just melts away.
Rip. Bum bum ba-dum bum bum. So that was Leslie Lamb's Leon Dior winning film. A remarkably profound yet nuanced human drama replete with tense action sequences. This film is the epitome of perfection in every sense. I won't disagree there. Just kept firing on all cylinders with those emotional beats. I was on the edge of my seat the whole way through. At the same time, they had the romance aspect to round out all the action. Yep, Michelle was great, and she was played by the Nina Fenley. All the actors were pretty good. She was far and away the best in the bunch. She totally earned that Best Actress Leon Dior win. Definitely. Her performance added so much realism and depth to the movie. I guess so. Huh? Everything okay, Kevin? Yeah, just thinking about what's underneath Nina's performance. Her doing that method acting style shows she completely understands what's required of the role. That's probably why she's so good at bringing the goods on screen. She steps right into the world without a hint of hesitation. You're right. Now that you mention it, didn't feel like she was wavering at all while being Michelle. She's so natural, in fact, that it's like she really has lived the life of the person she's playing. Interesting. Maybe that's why her performance feels so realistic. I did notice you were looking pretty intently at her during the movie. I take it you're a Nina fan? Not in particular. I'm just curious about her acting style is all. The perspective by which you view and analyze things never fails to fascinate me. In any event, what's true of all of us is that we were impressed by her performance and were, by consequence, further immersed in the story. By the brochure. That's all the movies.
Maybe I'll give these horrible films a try.
We plan to show a broadcast of tomorrow's rocket launch in the Central Hall. There'll be a truck showing it on the street too, but we'll have a larger screen and ceremony. The honor is all about making things glorious and flashy, so expect tomorrow to be very exciting.
So,
It's so hot. I think the air is
Seems counterfeit tokens have been circulating among casino players. Don't ask me where they came from, I haven't the foggiest. For the sake of our customers who simply want to enjoy playing our games, we would like this matter to be resolved promptly and discreetly. Should you be able to accept our case, please come to the Moulin Casino counter. Time for the shift change, Officer Kelvin. Hey, what's wrong? You look pretty stiff. Well, I was planning to take a paid holiday tomorrow to watch the launch. But not only did they reject my request, they now want me to provide backup outside the city. Are you freaking kidding me? Don't I have a right to enjoy myself whenever I want? It's because you're a policeman, and it's a national project. Are you listening, Officer Kelvin? It's a good thing that he's going to there to provide support. Just hope he doesn't cause any trouble. He can be pretty frivolous, so I'm a little concerned. It should be okay, right? What's with this assignment? Am I hallucinating because of the heat? I'll never accept this Death March nightmare. This one. Vegas Films is all in on today's collaboration event. Even our employees are on the job, but we still need to make sure our security meets our standards. I hope you'll cooperate with us too. Are things still proceeding on schedule at the first venue? Our preparations have been a tad delayed. Not to mention, there's been some production changes for the event at El Jamiro, which... Just, what is that noise? We've been hearing it all day.
Hey, stop on by! What can I get for you?
Buy that. Buy that.
Thanks a bunch.
It's even hotter and more humid than yesterday, which is why demand has skyrocketed. I've prepared plenty of kanafe today too. I'm gonna sell a bunch, make it big, and establish a new Tharbad specialty. This energy drink really works. The heat yesterday was really starting to get to me, but now I can feel myself bursting with energy. But now that the business meeting is over, there's nothing for me to do but head home. And we'll just play a game or two at the casino. Excuse me, miss. Have you seen my husband around here? Oh no, did something happen? No, it's just that he loves to gamble. I thought maybe he went to Tharbad's casino. Ah, so that's why he asked me to keep quiet when we went down that side street. Good grief, if he's even gambling on trips, I'll never forgive him. What if he loses Almira? Sure, it beats one of those nightclubs, but I still won't forgive him for going to a casino without permission. Though, maybe he'll spoil me if he does win some money. Everyone has their own way of enjoying their accommodations. I won't make any official recommendations during the tour, but there's no doubt the casino in Tharbad is famous. Well, this trip is for leisure, so don't be afraid to cut loose. You came. Sorry to call you guys all the way here. Yeah, it was no big deal. Just wondering why you asked us to meet us at the train station of all places. Leaving Tharbad, are you? That's right. Finished up what I was doing here for a client of mine, so now I'm off. Specifically to somewhere around the capital. Anyway, sorry to do this on our way out, but we've got info on that request you made yesterday. And the thing you asked about at the club. So you two ran into each other, huh? Bet that must have been a hoot. Why were you talking business in a strip club? Because dirty old men will be dirty old men. I'm not old. Oh, come on. You're not even that much younger than I am. We could be siblings. Why does being referred to as old bother you so much? Perhaps because our friend here is on the cusp of what they call a midlife crisis. Look who's talking, Mr. 32. Well, can't believe you guys actually found anything. Rumors, gossip, whispers on the wind? That's what you were asking around about, right? Along with some stuff about Vegas Films and their little festival last year, yeah. There was one story that stuck out to me in particular, though. And it just so happens to be about a certain irrigation project. Does this story involve so-called hocus pocus? In a way, yeah. See, according to our sources, Professor Hamilton came to Tharbad with a bunch of laborers 20 years ago to take a look at the oasis. Apparently, they were able to determine pretty quickly what was causing it to dry up. So they managed to pinpoint the source of the problem to somewhere out in the desert. And before anyone knew it, there was water in the oasis again. It was like there was never a problem in the first place. Everyone we talked to was at the site 20 years ago, and they all said the exact same thing. It was like magic. Magic, huh? So we were right to ask about hocus pocus. But aren't people in the Empire who can use magic? Indeed there are. Witches, they're called. I'm unsure if the professor shares their blood, however. Doubt it. Though I'm not surprised witnessing a miracle like that had people wondering. Especially not when nobody seems to know how she pulled it off. Apparently, the professor came back to check on the oasis's status pretty regularly. We weren't able to find anyone who could say they've seen maintenance workers or other laborers headed into the desert recently. Honestly, I felt like the more we looked into her and what she was doing, the more interesting things got. Thanks, guys. Can't believe how much you were able to find in a single night. This stuff should give us a better perspective on what exactly Arkwright was dealing with in Tharbad last year, too. Well, you weren't the only one who lucked out here. Also found a few extra tidbits of info for ourselves. Should make a nice souvenir for a friend of ours. Anyway, I think that data will give you enough to work off for now. You can find your target, I mean. Figured you two would put the pieces together. Doesn't sound like you're too sure on the details just yet, though. Guessing you stopped before you could get the full picture? Both for your sake and ours. After all, you would have dragged us right into this mess of yours if we hadn't. Or am I wrong? Would you have? Well, what can I say? Always nice to have a good source of information on your side. Plus, it's not like I would have upped your pay, you know, for crawling through the mud with us. It wouldn't have been enough, not by a long shot. Look, Kevin, we know you. You'll all be all gung-ho about getting the job done one second, then filled with regret the next. And frankly, even if we were to help, watching your sad mug mope around for a few weeks doesn't sound like my idea of a good time. Which is why this go around, we're giving you the info you paid us for and leaving it at that. Sure. Anyway, looks like it's about time we got going. See you around, Kevin. Try not to be too reckless, alright? If not for your own good, for the girls. Got it. You guys be careful too. He gave us a lot of good intel. No kidding. Guess they call him Price for a reason. By the way, Jack said he had something to take care of somewhere around the capital, right? I wonder what he was talking about. Wasn't our place to ask. About that, or the friend had given their little souvenir too. Man, having connections can be a real pain in the ass sometimes, huh? Yeah, we got ads starting, so we'll take a short break while the ads go on, and then we'll come back to it. Ads. I'm back from the ads. Welcome back, everybody. You seemed kind of worried about you, Kevin. Seems the threads of fate truly do entwine us all. At any rate, the information we received will be useful indeed. We should be able to use it to continue our investigation. Good grief. Alright, I think we should be good for now. Especially with all the intel we got. I think it's about time we head for the Aljamera. Aljamera. Where Marielle and the princess are staying, right? Yep, they said they'd be heading back there once they were finished at the hammam. I have a meeting with someone, I think. And since they so kindly invited us to stop by whensoever we please, I doubt they'll mind a quick hello. Considering the group within almost certainly possesses the information we seek, we should be sure to have all our cards in hand before making our approach, no? You're probably right. After all, I've heard the princess has got a pretty keen eye. And seeing as Elsa owes Professor Hamilton so much, well, personally, I just want to see if we can get the princess to spill the beans without her catching on to us. Here's hoping. Alright, let's head over once we've finished it with our other business.
Having fun? Anything strike your fancy? Hey.
Noble Alexander.
Kitchen duty. Very well. I believe this should be sufficient.
Whew, yesterday's sudden show was something else, wasn't it? So I got to thinking, why doesn't everyone just wear swimsuits all the time? That'll be the new Tharbad style. Come on, let's start this trend together. It's called Project Startaker. Let's catch the stars together. We also sell Major Amelia merchandise. That was amazing, Berthia. Guess that's why they pay you the big bucks. If you collaborate with us, we'll be capable of anything. I'll make sure we persuade you yet. Some children came to talk to me for some reason. I took some pictures just like they asked, so I don't know why they're surprised. I'll admit, they do have some interesting ideas. Maybe I'll tag along for a little while. I just so happen to be free, and it would broaden my acting skills. I'm worried our independent film wouldn't be good enough, because I never dreamed a real actress would join us. The shooting of promo was a test run. There's no denying it. She's a pro. With this, our film is sure to be accepted. You're the ones who asked about the irrigation work. Yeah, sorry about all the questions. There was no bother. I'm just sorry I couldn't provide you with any useful information. Since we don't have any records about irrigation, I can only assume it took place outside of the city. Maybe Professor Hamilton was able to locate an underground reservoir upstream of Tharbad. Sorry, I only know about the canals in Tharbad proper. There's nothing to be sorry for. That alone helps narrow down where we have to look. That's good to hear. That said, these people are a little strange. I wonder what they're up to. We maintain Tharbad's waterworks, but we only draw from the oasis. I don't think any records remain of the irrigation work. It was a whole 20 years ago.
Alright, let's move.
Alright, we'll go to the Aljamira after we do the side quests.
I love puddles!
Let's get to the Sensei first.
Hustle up, gang.
Off we go.
The wheel is yours, Rufus.
Alright, let's rip.
Enemy eliminated. Good work.
Off we go.
The wheel is yours, Rufus.
Twins who support one another. Should be them, right? Oh, I get it. Two similar looking rocks leaning against each other. They're twins who support one another. So that means there's something hidden at the base of these rocks, right? Let's get digging, yes? Yeah. After digging at the base of the rock formation, the group managed to uncover a small bottle containing a scrap of paper. Looks like another clue. I assume if we continue following his little brain teasers, we'll eventually come upon the location of the treasure, yes? Quite the well-designed experience. Now, what's it say? Getting to it, kid. Let's see. It says the third clue is hidden in a place of rest only accessible on the longest days. The longest days is probably referring to summertime. But what place of rest is only open during the summer? Maybe we should think about what the summertime usually means for Tharbad. I mean, it's the season where it gets even hotter than usual, of course, but apart from that, it's the rainy season, isn't it? Come to think of it, there was that big storm yesterday, so I guess maybe it is the rainy season. Maybe so, but a downpour like yesterday's was far from a usual occurrence. But at any rate, it's a place of rest that only appears in the Sand Sea during the rainy season. Are we starting to get the picture? I think so, yeah. It's...
Off we go.
The wheel is yours, Rufus.
Watering hole or an oasis. Either of the two would qualify as a place of rest in a desert, after all. I don't think there's usually a watering hole here, at least not that I've heard. But this thing's shown up during the rainy season for the past 100 years, huh? An awfully reliable little thing. We don't have any more specific hints on where to start looking for the clue, do we? Because digging around the entire watering hole would be a huge pain in the butt. Might be cheating, but I think I'm going to rely on some tech for this one. Oh, it looks like the only place the man-made object could be buried is over there. Alright, let's get digging. You're really getting into this, huh, S? Kind of feels like I'm starting to rub off on you. That's so adorable. After digging in a section of sand near the oasis, the group uncovered a pot containing a scrap of paper. Let's see, looks like the final clue. My treasure lies in the center of a ring woven by guiding sunlight. Guiding sunlight? What the heck's that supposed to mean? In the past, people used the position of the sun and stars to determine direction and tell time. Perhaps that's what it could be referring to. Maybe it wants us to find something that can be used to measure the time of day, like a sundial. Oh, like those things we saw earlier. You know, those big rock pillars that stick straight up out of the sand? They're pretty common in the Sand Sea. Yeah, they're all over the place. Heard they were shaped like that by the wind. I definitely wouldn't be surprised to hear about merchant caravans using them as sundials or landmarks or something. And perhaps our next task should be to seek out a group of these pillars that stand in a circle. Alright gang, we're heading to the finish line. The treasure's so close I can practically taste it. Wait for us, my sweet. We're on our way.
Off we go.
The wheel is yours, Rufus.
Now let's not keep an eye on the road.
What a rush.
A ring woven by guiding sunlight. I think we found it, folks. Oh, and I bet the treasure's right smack dab in the middle too. Alright, I'm gonna check it out first. Didn't think we'd actually find anything. Seems we were right to take this gamble. Wonder what's inside. Come on, let's open it, Nadia. Sure, of course. At least, that's what I'd like to say, but... We know you're there, you creeps. So why don't you come on out already? All that sneaking around you were doing wasn't as subtle as you thought it was, just FYI. Jig's up, might as well show your faces, yeah? Guess we don't got much choice. Aren't these guys... Bugbear. A group consisting of so-called Jaeger dropouts. I suppose I had heard they ended up in the Republic recently. So what exactly do you buggy boos or whatever want with us? That's Bugbear to you, kid. Sheesh, first the fixers, now you guys. I know you're getting it wrong on purpose. Anyway, if you don't want to get hurt, you'll give us that there treasure, you hear? No hard feelings. We just need the money. Awfully bold of them. Got a feeling they don't quite know who they're dealing with. Bugbear, heard you guys have fallen into a whole lot of debt recently. So you came all the way to Tharbad to try and turn your luck around, is that it? Gotta say, you admire you for going to all the effort. But that doesn't give you the right to steal our treasure. I mean, have you no dignity? Insult us all you want, but whoever gets that treasure in the end is the winner, no matter the means. If you don't agree to our demands, we won't show you any mercy. I don't care what you say, we found this treasure, which means it's ours, and we're not handing it over. If you try to take it by force, you better believe we're gonna fight fire with fire. Besides, this treasure is Aaron's, thief who stood up for others when nobody else would. There's no way we'd hand it over to the likes of you. So to quote Arkrod, afraid we can't agree to that request of yours. Just ain't up to our standards. Now let's give this small fry the punishment they deserve.
Blow for blow.
The fuck is this damage?
Now, fight with your fullest might.
I hope still ain't done.
Activating Shark Command.
I hope so.
My gratitude.
Here we go.
Alarming. Boost gauge augmented.
Blow for blow. You messed up.
What to do?
Let's see what you're made of.
Buckle up.
Take this and this! I say sorry.
Blow for blow. No way.
Let's do this! Hang tight!
Activating Shark Command.
Activating skill.
One for the road.
Not done!
Give it your best shot.
Activating skill.
Nowhere near!
No way.
Blow for blow! Blow for blow!
You messed up. My turn to act. You're mine.
Off the mark!
King Nana 1, Bugbear 0. You said whoever gets the treasure in the end is the winner, right? Your loss simply proves once and for all that you just don't have what it takes to obtain such riches. I can't believe we lost, but it's not too late. We prepared something special for the occasion. Good thinking, calling for backup. Now we've really got an advantage. Time to pay you back for making fools of us. Yeah, they got a lot of guts. I'll give them that. And they're more stubborn than I thought they'd be. Wish they'd use it for good or something. That's an awful lot of buggeroos. I mean, we can definitely beat them, it's just, do we really have to? Not to worry. It seems our reinforcements have arrived as well. Huh? What's the meaning of this? A sniper? Didn't actually think they'd have backup out here. At this rate, we won't even have an advantage in numbers. Retreat! This just ain't worth it anymore. Well, I see they're discerning enough to know when to make a strategic withdrawal, at least. Ugh, they're running away so fast, too. We don't gotta chase them, do we? I'm tired. Not exactly the first person I thought would come to our aid. Think it's about time you told us your secret, don't you, Fatih? I see. I wouldn't have ever guessed you were Aaron's great-grandson. The knowledge of the treasure's existence has been passed down among my family for generations. As a matter of fact, after I found the map, I even had a rough idea of where it was located. However, I never had any great desire for wealth, so I simply chose to let it be, but that Zwingo's bugbear people showed up? Indeed. As soon as they caught scent of the treasure, the scoundrels were on the hunt. But I felt strongly about entrusting it to people who were actually worthy of Ahrian's legacy, and nobody else. Ultimately, that's why I threw together the idea of putting the so-called fixers I had heard about to the test. We just happened to be taking 4 SPGs in their place, which means we weren't the ones you intended to entrust the treasure to. Sorry. Oh no, it's nothing to worry over. After all, you've more than proved yourselves worthy of the treasure already. And knowing what I do of the fixers, you all seem to be acting with the exact same integrity. Woohoo! Sounds like we've got the seal of approval then. That means we can crack this thing open now, right? Can't wait to see what's inside. The treasure of a chivalrous thief who straddled the boundary between West and Central East. I imagine it will be quite intriguing. Yeah, this is treasure, I think. But is this really all there is? A book, an old map, and a piece of jewelry. I mean, the jewelry does look expensive, so I guess I can't complain, but how come the chest wasn't packed with riches beyond our wildest imaginations? It might not look like what we were expecting, but that map's a treasure too, Nadia. Look, the topography of the Sensei is drawn in such exquisite detail that it's comparable to a map created with the latest surveying technology. It's an amazing creation for its time, don't you think? Indeed. It's likely one of the maps that Ahrens created while exploring the outskirts of Tharbad. You see, Ahrens was famous not only for fighting against tyranny, but also for studying this region's geography to ensure caravanners' safety. At the time, a map consisting of the culmination of all his work likely would have fetched a price equal to that of gold bullions. There seem to be a few locations not present on modern maps. But it must have some value as a historical document too. A historical document, you say? This is merely an estimate, but in the realm of academia, I imagine it could fetch anywhere between 50,000 to 150,000 mira. Ooh, that's a lot of moolah. And what about the book? Seems a bit different from the map, to be honest. You know, I think this might actually be Ahrens's personal gem. Ooh, that's gotta have historical value too, right? If you're not keeping anything else, you should at least keep this. Oh, are you sure? you'd likely make a fortune off it. Maybe, but even if that were true, there must have been a reason Arahin's buried his journal alongside the treasure. And whatever that reason is, as his descendant, I think you have the right to know more than anyone. That said, you should keep the map too. This isn't about simple monetary value. It's about Arahin's legacy and the culmination of all his hard work. Indeed. And the person who strove to follow Arahin's final wishes should be the one to decide what to do with it. Frankly, us deciding without his consent whether it's all to be liquidated or donated doesn't quite sit right with me. Yeah, I guess. Sucks, but it's the right thing to do. I couldn't agree more. Yeah, we'll return the map. The memories of my ancestors left behind. Never imagined I'd get to know them someday. How could I ever thank you all? Don't worry about it. You made this request because you wanted to entrust the treasure to someone worthy, right? And we're just trying to help you fulfill that request, even though we're just awkward solution stand-ins. Think maybe we could take that piece of jewelry, though. Doesn't seem like it had any special connection to Arahin's after all. Actually, that was probably an informal gift given to Arahin's by the Grand Prince of Elsine. That's what it says on this piece of paper. It also mentions how it was bestowed by the royal family to the Liberator of Tharbad, the Star and Moon emblem. Not only has the ornament been embedded with high purity as Melis, but it seems to be of ancient origins as well. If that's all true, then wouldn't it have been important to Arahin's? Arahin's acknowledged that for all his attempts at chivalry, he was still just a thief and a turncoat. He never felt he deserved a reward from the royal family. He didn't do the things he did for wealth, he did them for the people of Tharbad. Thus, he vowed never to never wear objects of value himself. He would rather they be entrusted to someone more worthy, if such a person appeared. At least, Arahin's wrote as much on this piece of paper, and that's all the more reason it should be kept in the family. Shouldn't you keep it? No, in fact, I think this treasure is one that should be entrusted to all of you. In doing so, I'm simply respecting Arahin's wishes. As the descendant of a thief, I have simply no right to keep it. You, those who protected the treasure from scoundrels of the underworld, are more than worthy to claim it as your own. I see. Then we'll simply have to respect your decision then. And graciously accept this gift, Fati. But honestly, I don't know that I deserve to have it either. I think you do. After all, you were the one who suggested we respect Arahin's wishes in the first place. If you don't want it, I could always take it. Show some self-restraint, please. Once more, I am truly glad I entrusted this task to you all. I hope we'll have the chance to meet again someday. Sure, you take care of yourself. May Aidios protect you. Fate certainly is a mysterious creature. You never quite know what will bring you next. Who would have thought we'd be able to fulfill a century-old thief's wishes? You know, honestly, it was kind of a letdown that the treasure was just those three things, though. But at least this emblem thing is cute. Well, the treasure's in its rightful place now, so I guess that's that, huh? Now, with that case done and dusted, why don't we try switching gears again?
Request completed.
Money for our coffers.
What's the Star and Moon emblem do? Before we finish up for today. Really? Fucker. Asshole. Fucking asshole. Man.